Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Jamie. Jamie's from England in the UK. So let's see what Jamie has to say. Enjoy the interview. So hello Jamie, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you, William?
Very well. Thanks so much for taking the time today for the interview. Thank you.
It's all right.
So tell me, how was your day today?
Yeah, good. I've sort of just been, you know, I basically just finished being at university. I'm a recent graduate. I've just been sort of looking for work, but I really just started this art account from just sort of, having some more free time and sort of, I don't know, just almost procrastinating, just getting, just painting in my spare time and just killing some hours. But I really enjoy it, so it's just yeah,
And
it's a good
what
thing.
what did you finish university? Which course did you take?
Um, I did I did game design,
Okay.
so sort of all sorts of stuff like programming, 3D modeling, all that kind of stuff. It's quite a creative thing if you go down a certain route. So I thought, I quite enjoyed it in certain aspects. Yeah, and I got a 2-1 at the end of it, so I'm quite happy with that.
I see. So tell me where you're from, Jamie.
I'm sort of, I'm UK based. I'm sort of around sort of Oxfordshire, that sort of area, that neck of the woods. Um, Originally, I was born in Australia actually. So
Oh,
my
really?
mum is half Australian. So I only lived there until I was like 4, and
I
then
see.
we moved over. But yeah, um,
And
there's a little fact.
where's about in Australia?
Sort of, around Sydney, that sort of area, New South Wales. Um,
I see. I see. Right. So let's start the interview talking about your arts. Yeah, of course, we got connected through social media, and I could see some of your artwork over there. So tell me a little bit more about your journey as an artist.
yeah, so I've been doing art for a long time. I've been always into sort of drawing and stuff like that, and then I got into painting sort of around early secondary school. But like a key milestone for me was when I was younger. I did a course at the National Portrait Gallery,
Uh-huh.
and I had like a painting put there, so it was on the outside. It was with the other artists, so we got to go and see. I was only young, and this was such a massive thing to happen. So I was, that's a massive key moment for me. That's for sure. Just to have my art sort of around the other artists, um,
Amazing.
and yeah, I just always kept up with it since. You know.
Amazing. Okay, so during the interview, I'm going to explore a bit more about your life and also about your journey so far, okay?
Yeah.
But before we start our journey within the Magic Box, I'd like you to tell me something interesting about yourself, or maybe something that not many people know about you.
Um, I can play a little bit of guitar. I've been playing guitar, on top of
Oh,
that. So yeah, um, I had a uh, my sister and I and another friend. We did a little sort of band thing um, earlier this year. So that was quite cool. That was the first time me doing that kind of stuff. Um, so yeah, I guess that's an interesting fact.
that's for sure. And you still play sometimes? You still practice
Yeah,
a bit? Yeah?
I still keep up with it.
Amazing. All right. Are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through memories in life and share your point of views?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I have here my best friend. Wonderful questions. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to play a song just for us to relax before the first question, okay?
Yep.
Amazing. Let's do it. Right, so before we start the game, during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about, don't want to answer, always can change, okay?
Yeah.
First question is, who is your biggest hero?
Um, I think I think I'm gonna have to split it between my mum and my dad because um, raising me up, that's also something that people might not know is I've grown up with a little sister that's quite severely disabled. So um, you know them sort of giving sacrifices and you know being able to raise me, and I've got another sister as well, so being able to take the time and sacrifice their own time to raise us two, I think it's just amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so far, what has been the most meaningful lesson you've learned from your parents?
I think just patience. I think patience is probably the best lesson.
Wow. Okay, so your parents, they are watching this interview right now. When you have a moment, an opportunity to send them a message, what would you say? They're watching.
You've done a very good job, I hope, and I hope you're proud when you see this.
Oh, very sweet. Amazing. Next question. Let's do it. Right. Next question for you is, tell us about something that you have done that you feel very proud of yourself.
I did. So over last summer, I raised some money for a charity that's related to my sister. So I did a bunch of different stuff. So I did so Yorkshire Three Peaks, the Three Peaks Challenge. I did a marathon, and then I did London Big Half, all in the summer, and I was just very proud because I raised a decent amount of money, and I did the Yorkshire Three Peaks and the Three Peaks Challenge with my friend as well, and he raised some money. So shout out to him. He's a legend. But yeah, also everyone that donated as well is just really cool.
Wow. What's the biggest joy of being Jamie? What do you like the most about being you?
Just that's a good question. I don't know. I guess the fact that I'm creative. That's what I like. I like that I'm creative. I like that I've sort of gone down that route. It's fun. It's fun to just do different stuff and work with different people. Yeah.
I think being creative, you can explore so many different areas, and find new journeys, new opportunities, new arts. I think when you are creative, there's always something for you to learn.
Yeah.
And to explore.
Yeah.
Amazing. Next question. Let's do it. Before the next question, tell me how music came into your life. As you mentioned before about, you playing a band, you still play the guitar. So tell me how music came into your life.
Music. Well, to tell the truth, sort of, it was a year or two ago, and I'd gone through a breakup at the time, right? And I needed some sort of outlet I needed some sort of outlet. I don't know if people can relate to that or not, but just you need, when you're kind of feeling down, you need some sort of way of expressing yourself and getting that energy out. And it's great when you're sort of coming along and you see yourself progressing, and you're like, wow, I've come so far from where I was before. And that's a really good feeling to have, I feel. It really shows that you're just working on yourself and you're improving.
Totally. And it's interesting saying that because, I had a few musicians here on the show, and most of them, they just, they write songs based on their heartbroken or their personal lives, something that went wrong, or maybe something that's they're not expecting. And I think it's interesting because when you see those big hits, these big artists, it's always about their breakup. It's always about their sad life. I mean,
especially like what Taylor Swift as well. You know, that's her whole like state. You know?
yeah. So yeah, I think people they appreciate that. People they somehow connect with those songs because it's based in it's not a true story. It's based in something that happened to them. So I get your point. I think, and it's a good way for you to go through the pain when you are singing or
Yeah.
creating music because it can be really hard for sure.
Mm.
Amazing. Okay, next question is, what's the best advice have you ever given to someone?
You don't know until you try.
Wow.
I think that's a good piece of advice because you don't, and then like even if nothing comes from it,
Mm-hmm.
you know, if you just keep going and keep going, you know, something must happen. Things will move out the way for it to happen. You know, you got to be consistent and persistent, you know, with it. And I feel like a lot of people sort of do give up quite easily. Like, you know, I feel that in myself as well. You know, if something doesn't go a certain way, I'm like, oh, I want to give up. But staying consistent with it is, you know, that's the key. That's the way to, you know, getting where you want to be.
Wow. What's the meaning of life for you, Jamie, when you think about life?
No, that's a crazy question. That's a crazy question. Well, I'm gonna ask you that one after this because I don't know. I don't know myself what the meaning of life is. I mean, I guess I'm gonna say pursuit of happiness. I think just do what makes you happy. Because
Yeah,
you know, why not? You know, if you're put on this earth, just do what makes you happy, and look after the people you need to look after.
and do you think happiness is a choice?
Um, I think I think you can do things to make yourself happy. I think
Mm-hmm.
you can do that. I think you don't need to be. I don't think you need to be sad always. You know, you can look in these dark moments that you have and kind of once you get past that, you can see, damn, this is how precious. It almost makes the good times feel a lot better because you've gone through those dark times. It puts it in perspective for you. Um, so yeah, that I'll say that's my answer.
When have you felt the happiest in your life?
Mm. I don't know. There's lots of moments in my life where you know lots of milestones in my life that have made me happy. I like to sort of I like to celebrate small little wins on the way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I can't think on the top of my head something specific, but yeah, just little things like you know if I completed something hard that you know I thought I couldn't do, or you know like a marathon. You know that's crazy. I never thought I could do that before, and then you know I was wanting to give up the whole time, and I just persevered through it. Um, so yeah, just things like that. Yeah.
I see. Okay. Next question. Ready? Let's do it. Next question. You like dancing?
I'm not very good at dancing.
Before the next question, tell me what's the big inspiration for you to create your art. When I was checking your videos, I was like, oh my God, that's very interesting. And I could see, actually, there was a phrase there saying monkey and meme enthusiastic. So tell me a bit more about your art. What's the big inspiration for you?
It's not. There's no real inspiration. I'm kind of just doing it to make people happy, sort of make people laugh. If you find it funny, you find it funny. This, you know, and people seem to like, you know, monkeys and silly sorts of pictures. So I don't mind doing that. It's kind of fun for me to do as well. Just keep it lighthearted. You know, I could do serious stuff. There's sort of serious stuff on my account, but I don't know. I've sort of gone down that niche, I guess. Yeah, there's not really much inspiration. I guess sort of you know memes and that sort of culture and stuff like that. Yeah.
I see. All right. Next question is there a dream you always had?
guess a dream would be to sort of, uh, if I was to take this art anywhere, like it's just I'd like people, for what I make, people just to sort of appreciate it and just be, like it and share it around. And I, I would just like that to be, that would be cool. And if I could make money from it at the same time, that would be amazing. If I could make a living from it, that would be awesome. Um, but yeah, it's sort of hard because I feel like I've gone to university, I need to go down a certain career, but I also like doing painting so much as well. So I would need to sort of balance that out and just see where sort of each one takes me.
When you think about your time in university, what was the highlight for you? Tell me something about during your time over there that you're gonna go like, you know what, I will always remember this moment or this situation, or could be anything that comes to your mind.
It might sound quite like mundane, but just sort of hanging out with my friends. I always invited people around my house. Just always just hanging out in the living room. One thing was the fact that we could get onto the roof of the apartment. So like that was really cool, and we almost had this massive space up there, and it would look awesome at night. You'd see all the stars, and that was pretty cool. That's quite a precious moment.
Wow, amazing. 3 questions left. Let's do it. Right, before the next question, of course, Christmas just around the corner. Yeah, very soon is going to be Christmas. So tell me, what's the meaning of Christmas for you?
I guess it's just sort of, family. You're meeting up with your family, you're sort of giving gifts to the people that you love. Yeah, I guess. I mean, there's all that festive stuff as well. I guess it kind of really puts you in the moods, putting up the tree. It really, listening to the songs, it does put you in a sort of sense that, in a good feeling, especially when it starts to snow as well. If it does, we'll see. I guess we'll see this year. Yeah, hopefully it does snow and it's not just sludge like some other years in the UK. So,
if you could send a Christmas message to people right now watching this interview, what would be your message?
Yeah, don't give rubbish presents to people. That's my message. Don't just don't get like a gift that's secretly for you. I think I've got away with that a few times.
Tell me one of your memorable gifts that you received during Christmas times that you're always going to remember.
I actually don't know. I can't think of something. I'm usually getting like pants and socks for Christmas, so, so I'm like, it's just like running back. Like, I don't know. I can't. I don't know about that one.
Do you have like on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, do you have like a tradition or something that you do every Christmas, or you just go with the flow?
Yeah, we sort of do the traditional sort of thing. We have roast dinner and stuff like that, and we do like play some games, and then we open up Christmas presents. Just sort of just regular things. Have a few drinks. Yeah, just meet up with the family if you haven't just family you haven't seen in ages. It's just a good experience.
Totally. Yeah. Amazing. Okay, next question for you is, who was your favorite teacher and why?
My favorite teacher. Oh, teacher.
Yeah.
It must be. I'm gonna have to give it to my art teacher, because I think when I came into that school, I don't know if I can say her name on here, Miss Holden, but she took a chance on me, and I got like a art scholarship when I was joining the school. I don't think I was that good then, but she took an opportunity on me, and yeah, no, I really appreciate it because she was very supportive. If I'd gotten a different teacher, who knows, I probably would have gone down a different path. But yeah, no, it's really great that I got her. She's very supportive, and had an open ear to talk to. Was very, open to giving like, criticisms or positive criticisms and how I can improve.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, no, I'll say that's what
I see. Okay. 2 questions left. Let's do it. Before the next one, tell me, what do you find most challenging about being an artist?
Well, I've only sort of really started taking it seriously since September, so I guess I'm yet to find some more. I need some more challenges. I need to sort of like keep going with it. I mean, the one thing is earning money from it. That's one of the hard things. But I'm trying my best to try and make that viable somewhat. But yeah, it's just, I guess my mentality is just I've got to keep going with it. I can't give up. I just got to keep going with it because who knows what's on the other side? Who knows what the next day is going to bring?
Totally.
One day I could get 100, 1,000. You don't even know. One small thing you do by accident could really take off. It could be nothing, and then boom, jackpot.
Totally.
So yeah.
And did you have the support of your parents regarding your career as an artist?
I guess it's sort of like I am supposed to be looking for jobs right now. I am also supposed to be looking for jobs, but yeah, I guess they don't really mind so much that I've been doing this as well because you can earn some money from it. It's a little bit of a side income coming in, which is good. And I don't mind it. I really enjoy it. It's something I really like. So I don't mind streaming, talking to people, uploading new videos. I really like the sense of community and that seem to be getting from everyone. Everyone has been so nice. I've not really had any bad comments at all. It's been great.
Amazing. I think people relate to you, because you have this great mindset, or this enthusiastic, as you mentioned about in your tag there. I think it's people love that. People see this creativity way of you express yourself through arts, and I think yeah, I get that. Okay, next question is: describe yourself in one positive and one negative word only.
I'll say I can't use creative again. Can I say it's almost means the same thing, but sort of I'll get really focused on something, but then it's almost goes to the point where the negative would be almost obsessive, So
Right.
that would be the positive and negative. So I'd be so, it's almost like, oh no, I'm just wasting time at this point. I'm just spending too long on this. It's like I need to stop, But yeah, that's my answer.
And since when you mentioned at the beginning of the interview that you were born in Australia and you moved back to England, somehow do you still have some your parents, they share with you some a bit of culture about Australian costume or something, or not? You completely it's just about we're born there. Did you have anything?
I guess Vegemite. Have you ever tried Vegemite before?
No.
So people think it's like Marmite, but it's really not. It's like it's really nice, sort of like it looks like it, but it tastes good. I don't know. It's an acquired taste. Some people hate it, and there's other stuff as well. But that I guess that's one. That's one that they brought back. That's for sure.
Tell me one food that you could eat for the rest of your life.
I don't know. Like I'll tell you what. Like I'm gonna say like sushi. Like sushi. Like that's because you always have the bowls in them, right? And then you always want more. They only. It feels like they put too little on the plate. You're like, I want more. So I'll say that.
Amazing. Last question. Ready? Let's do it. Let's run. Before the last question, Jamie, you mentioned about music, about playing the guitar, about being a band. So tell me 3 artists that you always be inspired by in the music industry.
Quite like well, I quite like the band Oasis.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I just quite like them. I mean, it's just you know they come off with this bravado sort of attitude, but you know the music is really softly at the end of the day. Actually, yeah, I just really like them. I tell you what. Who else? Um, I guess I quite like quite a few of the Beatles songs. Also,
Oh,
the Beatles, you know,
the beat. Oh, wow,
yeah.
big one. Wow.
And I mean, everyone, you know, most people like them, but they are, you know, they are good. And I'm trying to think, there's so many artists where you kind of go, you hear the song, you know the song, but you don't necessarily know who it's by. And I
Uh-huh.
have so many of those things in my playlist, so I have just random different artists in there. So I don't know, maybe the last artist is like I got dedicated to those like artists, which I have no idea what their names are, but I love their music.
Okay, so let's pretend that the Beatles. They are all of them. They're still here with us. Yeah, the ways. Let's pretend that one day you're gonna wake up in the morning having two missed calls on your phone from the Beatles and from the Oasis. Yeah, which one you call back straight away, and which one you send a message? I'll call you back later.
I mean, Oasis are crazy, so I probably delete it. Oasis are just crazy. You know, they're nuts.
Okay,
So
all right.
yeah, that's my answer.
Okay, last question for you is tough question now. Last one. If your plane was going down, yeah, and you could call just one person to say goodbye, which person that would be and why?
I don't
Tough
know.
one.
I don't know. Probably my mom. I'll say it, my mom. Yeah, that's
Oh,
that is my honest answer. Yeah.
oh.
I don't know what other types of answers have you heard from that question?
I heard, most of the people, they call their mom. Most of the
Yeah,
people. I think there's a connection with our mom. However, there was a very interesting answer once, actually. One lovely man, he said that he would call his best friend because he wouldn't call his mom because he think would be too difficult to you know to know that would be the last time that he was
right.
talking to her, which I found very fascinating, his answer, because I never thought about that, because
Yeah,
instinctively just think, okay, I'm gonna call my mom, you know what I mean? But is she ready for that? It might be a bit difficult for this
yeah.
situation
That's
itself.
that's true.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, I quite like your answer, actually, because you know it's just you need to think a bit sensible as well, how to pass the message. And he mentioned that his best friend would be able to somehow take the message and spread around regarding that. So I found very interesting about his answer. But I get you. I think our connection for our mom, we just want to say,
Yeah, yeah.
I get that. Amazing. Right, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to say some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind with thinking. Let's start with family.
Um, that's safe.
Money.
Good.
Fear.
What was that? Fear.
Fear, yeah.
Um, conquerable.
Life.
Um, exciting.
Love.
Um,
Heartbroken. I'm joking.
no. Love. I mean, just. I guess it's always. I mean, warm. Warm.
Tell me the very first time that love hit you, that you felt like, oh my God, now I know the meaning of love.
Hmm.
If you can share, of course, if you can share.
No, I genuinely, I want to answer this question, but I don't think I can think of an exact moment or pinpoint it. I feel like it, for me personally, it's for me to like someone or love someone, it's really like it's a build. You know, it's a slow build. It's not like a boom type of moment for me.
I like
So,
that.
yeah.
Interesting. Okay. One word for religion.
Oh, you're gonna get me in trouble. um, I don't know. I'll skip this one.
Okay, not a problem.
Yeah.
One word for sex.
I'll skip this one as well.
Okay.
Too many words.
Sorry?
Too many words.
Okay. I'll take that. Too many words.
Yeah.
Let's see. One word for politics.
Confusing.
Okay. Friendship.
Loyalty.
Desire.
Heart.
Regret.
Pain.
Success.
A rush.
Wish.
Like shooting star. I don't know. Yeah.
I like that. Happiness.
I'm trying to boil it down to a word. I mean, happiness, just like, I feel like I've said warmth already, but just like, you know, you just sort of feel it inside you. It's sort of like a fire. You know, it feels good.
Good one. Fire. Yes. One word for Australia.
Hot.
One word for England.
Rainy.
I thought you'd say cold.
Cold and rainy, yeah. Hot and cold.
One word for music.
Emotional.
And the last one, our artist. One word.
Amazing.
Actually, one more. If you could define your page on TikTok and, you know, on social media in one word, what that would be?
In one word. Amazing.
There we go.
There you go.
Let's pretend I'm going to meet your mom for a coffee, and I'm going to ask your mom, define Jamie in one positive and one negative word only. What she would say about you?
She will say messy and this is 2 words, but she might say so. Oh no, I'll go for one. Like messy but driven.
Good one. Let's play now, Jamie, in the magic box, and you can ask me a question. Okay, but before you ask me the question, you know, people, when they see your videos on TikTok, when you create some arts, when you are express yourself through, you know, your arts, what's something that would you like people to take with them?
I just want them to feel inspired to make something themselves.
Mm-hmm.
That would really make me happy. Like if someone sort of showed me something that they made, that they were like, oh well, that, you know, seeing you make something today made me want to make something. I think yeah, that's what I want people to think.
Amazing. Can you ask me a question now, Jamie?
Let me think. What got you into interviewing?
Good question. Good question. You know, before the COVID, I was already thinking about create something on YouTube where I could express myself, I could connect with people, but I didn't know what I could do. Remember during the COVID, you could leave the house once a day for exercise, like for run, this and that. So I was doing that. I was going for a run every day in the park. In one of those runs, this idea came along. I remember the moment, I remember the place, exactly the place where I was. And this idea just came along and I was like, oh my God, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create some questions. I'm going to research some questions. And I'm just going to invite random people around the globe to see their point of views, to see their reaction about some questions. And, you know, connect with people. I think the whole the whole idea of the show is about for you to express yourself the way you are without any judgments, and also connect with others as well. And I could tell you so many stories of people connect with each other, through the show. I think it's amazing to see, people just expressing themselves the best way they can. And I think, when you are creating your art, when you are doing that, it's the same feeling when I'm doing the interview. It brings the best of me here. So I think it's great for me to be able to sit here and connect with people around the globe. So yeah, that's my answer for you.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy the interview?
Yeah, it was awesome. This is my first interview, so I'm very happy. It was very awesome. This is cool.
Amazing. I can't wait one day in the future when you are, explode or
yeah, well, you as well, man. That's for sure.
You're gonna go like, you know what? My very first interview was with William in the Magic Box. I wanna hear that.
Exactly. That's what I'll say.
Before you go, thanks again, Jen, for taking the time for the interview. Thanks for being so kind and so sweet and accepting my invitation. And before you go, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
Just keep creating. Just keep creating and keep doing what you're doing.
Amazing. Very good. Well, thanks again. Have a good night. Regards to your family and friends, and keep in touch. Okay? Take care.
Okay, awesome. Take care, William.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You too. Bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why would you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.